configuration that's brand new today. Now, some of the scents and options and treatment levels you've seen before, but now it's in a 32 ounce, and one that when we did the June gallon month for WEN sold out like that, lickety split. So this is really the time if you're looking to kind of up the ante in your treatment. This is our next step. We'll start with, because yes, you're going to get a duo, by the way. I know we just see one.
You're going to get two of each of these.
Of these 32 ounces. So to put it into perspective, for $3 less than what you'd spend at chazdean.com for just one, you're going to get two. That's $144. We're about $74 less. So here's your pink jasmine peony, which we only do 2 times a year.
February and October in honor of my mom, who unfortunately passed away February 5th of 2001. So February was for Valentine's Day and in honor of my mom. And I said, I created this. They asked me to do a signature one for Valentine's Day. I said, as long as I can do it in October and aware of breast cancer awareness. So that's really important. This is only here twice a year for you guys. But each one you're seeing, it becomes a duo of that scent. So as she said, 2 of those or 2 of the bamboo green tea. I'll lift it up so you can see it, the bamboo green tea. These are all universal and they're all treatment based. This is rice proteins as well, as is the pink jasmine peony is soy. This is rice.
Okay.
Also, the Mandarin Italian I'm obsessed with. It's like being in the vineyards of Tuscany, guys. And the scent of this is sheer heaven and sexy. Now, also in the rice one, you do not see this often, so you might want to run and not walk, is the fragrance-free version in the rice. So it's free of wheat, gluten, soy, and nuts. This is rice protein. So if you have sensitivities of fragrances, this is absolutely incredible.
We also don't have auto delivery on this one.
Oh, so they can get as many as they want.
Yeah, so I would stock up, especially because you said we don't see that very often, especially that fragrance-free.
And remember, each one we're showing, you get 2 of each of those. So then we move on to the light. The light refers to lavender, cedarwood, bergamot, eucalyptus. This is the first out of my blessing collection. So that's what the word light means in here. And then when we move on to 613 and 319, as she'll tell you, these price points are even higher normally because these are the most treatment out of the collection here.
And normally one of these is $80.
So the 319 is also fragrance free, and these are soy proteins free of wheat, gluten, and nuts. And the 613 is lemon, rosemary, vanilla bean. And the reason she's telling you that, what she said about gallons at this time are now only here in June. You're used to these gallons being here in October. That's why we did duos of these, because you're not getting gallons again until June, guys. That's why this collection is here, but you're getting duos of these. So same thing we said, we were live on the way here. Each of these, if you're gifting it, this each becomes $35 now. Yeah. So 35 or 72, 35 or 80. Hello, do your Christmas shopping. I'm only here, and I'm not, when I leave, I'm not back till December 3rd. So I'm gone for 2 months. So yeah, get your shopping now.
So remember, you do get 2. I know we just have one out to show you the fragrance that you're selecting, but you do get 2. So let's walk through exactly how we WEN, because Chaz was so revolutionary in the way that we cleanse our hair. If you've ever used WEN too, we'd love to hear from you. There's a lot of WEN guys and gals out there.
You're gonna too. Do you see how I just did that?
Yeah.
I looked at her hair, and I know she has a lot of hair. I did 1 pump as a leave. I'm like, no. Why? I want you to feel why. Feel how thick her hair is.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of hair.
So if I only use 1, she would absorb it so quickly. So she's getting 2 pumps as a leave-in. So please, for her cleansing, she would be a golf ball in the crown, a golf ball for her ends. Always add the extra splash of water to get it frothy and creamy. That first cleanse is a quick cleanse, just like shampooing your hair.
Okay.
Second cleanse, a golf ball in the crown, a golf ball through the ends. Leave that in the duration of the shower. Always add the extra splash of water, get it frothy and creamy. Clip it up. Cleanse your face with the same product. Cleanse your body with the same product. Shave your legs with the same product. The last thing you're going to rinse is your hair. Now, as soon as you rinse your hair, you're going to run your scalp from the scalp through the ends, massage scalp through the ends to rinse for about 1 to 2 minutes. As soon as you turn off that water, I took 2 pumps as her leave-in because I know she has thick hair and 1 is not enough. You got to trust me on this. When we finally did gallons in June, guys, many of you that have been doing it for 10 years finally called in and said, oh my gosh, I finally listened. I did the leave-in. You are so right. I have pioneered this 26 years ago. I promise you, I know it works. In order to get more volume, more body, more shine, more hydration in your hair, if you just cleanse, rinse, repeat, and do not use the leave-in, you're going to have clean, shiny, beautiful hair. But to get that bounce and that body out of it, you have to put it back in as a leave-in. That's what gives you that volume and body. I've been saying it for 15 years, and it took some of you 10. Literally in June at Gallons, you called and said, okay, I listened. 8 years, okay, I listened. I promise it works. It's what I do in the salon every single day. Glide your comb through it to show them how it glides right through. Her hair will not be weighed down. The reason it will not be weighed down is in this cleansing conditioner, It's replacing shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, all those. But there's no polymers, no fillers, no binders, no waxes. There's nothing in here that's going to build up on your hair. And that's why it leaves it soft, silky, and shiny and weightless. Weightless, guys.
This is
So
about
trust
having like
me.
your best hair after your first cleanse. And then long term, and it's true.
Oh, it gets better and better and better.
Trust you. When
It's
I first
true.
tried it, I didn't do the double cleanse.
And I'm okay
I just
for you to say
cleansed-
that. I
just
prefer
cleansed
that.
once,
Hi,
and
gorgeous,
now
she's
it's
back.
so important.
Come
Oh,
here.
hi. Just like, where's the oil?
Come here. Yeah, the 613 in
Hey,
the gallon
613's
sold
been
out
really
in June.
popular.
So sit, my love. So that's your caraway. She keeps coming over because she knows her
She
WEN.
knows. But you know, it's about having gorgeous hair. And here you can see it doesn't weigh the hair down.
Well, and the funny part is we usually pick one that has a scent. The irony is that one we did
It was fragrance-free.
You didn't smell anything. And it's bizarre because with WEN, the experience usually is that sensory and that aromatherapy. But that one was the fragrance-free, which the texture, feel my hands, the texture, the creaminess is absolutely incredible. But it's for people that have sensitivities or don't want a fragrance, or let me say it one more way, is the fragrance free in the rice or the 319. Say you have your classics that you got at the top of the hour, but you want to amp up that treatment.
Right.
That's the way of adding those boosters to your classics without changing the scent. And that's why they're amazing. They're great as mixers. Say you love your tea tree, but you want more treatment out of it.
You could
get the
mix.
rice protein or the 319 fragrance free, and now you've boosted up that treatment without changing the scent. That's exactly why. And I love the fragrance frees for those reasons. I use a lot of the fragrance free ones because say I'm using fresh apple or whatever I'm using, I don't want to change the scent, but I want more treatment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
And hello treatment.
Wow.
Bonnie has been with us just barely 2 years now. 2 years now. Her hair was baby fine. It had no bounce. It wouldn't even hold a curl in that before. And when you see the back, you're going to understand. It was just straight lifeless. Her personality was exuberant. She was a beautiful girl. I tell her now she's one of the Crawfords. I'm like, she's Cindy's sister now. She's like one of the sisters. Like that hair before was not a Crawford. I'm sorry, Angel, but it wasn't. But now you're like, Cindy, you're like, Cindy, move on over, girl. Well, no, her hair just, I watched her on air with Logo and all those, Isaac, and I'm like, I can help her so much. She never dreamed that her hair could have this much bounce and body. But the other part that's important with her is the first year she was with us, when we came to town, her hair would look like this. But when we left, I'm like, oh, it doesn't quite look like it should. I told her, look how much body's in there. I said, how much are you using as a leave-in? Because I already knew the answer. She's like, a little bit. So she now realized, well, she's now known for the last year, that more leave-in conditioner, more leave-in styling cream, more leave-in mooks equals more volume. It's not like your traditional products. And again, whatever the products feel like on your hands, guys, is what they're doing to your hair. If they feel drying on your hands and stripping on your hands, my hands used to crack and bleed. Feel how soft they are.
Well, right, working in the
When I was an assistant, they would crack and bleed when I was an assistant every single day. And we use high-end shampoos and conditioners. And to go back every day to crack and bleed, if you check every one of my assistants' hands that cleanse every day, their hands are silky soft.
Yeah, they're getting a hand treatment.
They literally are.
Hey, remember, you are getting the Duo as well. And normally, for a lot of our options, the Duo alone is about, well, you're going to spend about $144 if you're going to pick up on both. We're about $74 less. I love Rebecca's curls.
Yeah. We just we don't do her hair. We actually walked in, we were live periscoping, I think. She walked out with her blow dryer, her diffuser in hand. I'm like, we don't do this. She does this. And I watched her on air, and I was used to seeing what you've seen at Before Shot for the last, how many years have you been on QVC?
3.5.
3.5. I was used to seeing that girl in that before. I'm like, I can make those curls snappy and bouncy. It's every time she lathered up. Just like detergent with your clothes, your fabrics become weaker, finer, thinner, and your color goes down drain, and you lose elasticity. Every time she lathered up and used her gels and mousses and everything she was using, it was stripping her hair, and it was stripping out the texture of her hair and her curl. So now it's like, I don't style it. She does it herself, and it is so much easier now. How often do you cleanse? I don't always ask you that. Are you, I don't know how often, daily, or what were you and what are you now? Oh, no, it's okay.
She's like, well, that depends on my on-air schedule.
Because I don't even ask you this, but with WEN, you don't have to. I cleanse every day because I'm growing my hair, and I like to, and I feel like it
but you don't have to.
You don't have to. So here we go, Miss Day number 1 as well. Since August 27th of 2005, Alicia is chemical free, meaning no curlers, no flatterers, no color, no relaxers, nothing for the last 15 plus years. She gets blown out feel like run your fingers through it.
You
It's silky.
haven't relaxed your hair,
No.
Alicia. Wow.
Nope. Ever since she's been with me for 15
You have
years. So
beautiful
chemical
hair.
free and no color. But the difference in her color is when I used to come into town, you can see in April 2010, for my first 5 years, they had to lather up every time I came to town to show you what lather's doing to your hair.
Yeah.
So she would go from silky hair like this to that before shot one time with lather.
Wow.
One time.
Remember, you do get this set of 2 in this. I think this is a great time, too, if you've never tried WEN, to give this one a try. The Pink Jasmine Peony. We only do it 2 times a year. We've got the fragrance-free 613 and 319 also joining the show. Again, just to keep that in mind, it's just that 319 essentially that's fragrance-free. So it's a really great opportunity.
Yep. Out of the 613 and 319, they're the
Yeah.
highest end of the 2. And then you also have your choice of the fragrance-free and the rice proteins, which was this one here, which is absolutely amazing. Kim Carl is like night and day. If you saw her hair, it was like, I mean, look from her shoulders down before. It would just snap and break, and it did. She didn't cut it because it would just break on its own. Because every time she lathered up, do you remember how often you used to shampoo when you were?
Every day.
Every day. So she used to do that every day. Now you're once or twice a week?
Once a week, maybe twice a week.
Once or twice a week, and it looks like this
Kim,
literally
what do
every
you
day.
do with all that time?
I know, right?
Okay, that's it. If I'm buying you, like when we used to blow dry and did you used to blow dry and
Yeah.
all that then? So she used to have to spend time cleansing it, blow drying, all that,
Right.
at least an hour and a half every single day. I've gained you back all those hours. Stay there. I'm going to show you one thing. It's not how much I'm lifting up. It's the quality of what's being lifted up, how thick this is. And it's like I have to take smaller sections because it's so darn thick.
Wow.
I'm going to take even smaller, chunky. Watch. Just a tiny little section, but from roots to ends is now
It's the
thicker
same.
up here, this tiny section, than it was, what is that, 8 years ago. Hello. Hello, 8 years ago. And it didn't take her 8 years to get there. She was there in the first time she saw a difference in her hair, by the first year, it was almost all this thick already. Look at how dry it was, like straw. Now, again, that was shampoo and conditioning 7 days a week. Now she's once, maybe twice a week, and it looks like this every day. So yes, time, money, energy, all of that.
And
her
the
color
radiance of the
stays
color.
put.
Yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you.
So no matter what choice, even if I use colored hair?
All of these, they're
Or
all,
even if I color
every
my
one of
hair.
these are universal. So I only want you to pick what scent, what aromatherapy, what experience do you want? Because again, it's the bamboo green tea, the Mandarin Italian fig, pink jasmine peony, or the 613, which is lemon, rosemary, vanilla bean. So what experience do you want? Because they are all more elevated treatment based. Brooke's hair, when you see her before, you think, oh, she has a nice head of hair. But I knew it can be better because it was just long.
Yeah.
That's not her before, though. It was just, that's the one for
That's
her.
just unstyled.
No, you'll know. It's really straight and it's in a WEN shirt. That's the one from the how to use, how many pumps to use.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So hers is really, I think it's in a yellow shirt, but it's long and straight and it would just drop heavy. Now it's light, it's airy, it's bouncy, it has movement to it. It's silky, it's shiny, it's hydrated, but Brooke, we probably don't have it. But Angel, it's changed her life. You've been a WEN girl for 6, 7 years? 8?
9.
9 years. 9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
But you don't have to, just as Chaz said, you don't have to wait 9 years
no, it
to
was
have great
instantly.
results, right?
Instant.
It's from that first cleanse, rinse, repeat, cleanse, rinse, repeat. And don't forget the leave-in. See, we're learning. It's
Oh
so
my God,
good.
she has
hey,
it.
let's walk through because really, if you can't decide, you pick which fragrance
Yeah.
speaks to you. These are not perfumes. These are beautiful
that's it. We didn't even talk about
oils.
that. Yeah. They're essential oils because I suffer from migraines, so they're really clean and pure. So again, you're getting 2 of whichever one I'm showing you. Pink Jasmine Peony is that jasmine, that peony is so mild and gentle with a hint of vanilla. We have the bamboo green tea, which is a Zen spa-like treatment, rice proteins, free of wheat, gluten, soy, and nuts. Mandarin Italian, which I am in love with. It is like the vineyards of Tuscany. It's very sexy and sensual. The rice protein this is free of wheat, gluten, soy, and nuts. This is the fragrance-free version of the rice proteins. On the bottom shelf, we have I'll continue here with the light, which is lavender, cucumber, cedarwood, bergamot in the rice proteins. And then we have 319, which is the soy proteins of the fragrance-free, the highest end of all. And the 613 lemon, rosemary, vanilla bean, which sold out in a gallon in June. That's why
Been
we
the most
brought it for you
popular.
guys. And they're all duos, whichever one you pick.
Yeah, 613's been the most popular. You normally could spend about $144 on the duo, but you get it today for $69
Well, these are higher.
and 96 cents. So great opportunity. Good stuff. Okay, 14 minutes away. We've got a countdown on for our fall